Many scientists believe that alien life exists beyond our planet and send many signals to us from many years. In this video, we will discuss about the 7 most famous signature of alien life in recent years. Number 1, Oumuamua, an interstellar object that captured global attention upon its discovery on October 19, 2017 by the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope in Hawaii. Its name, meaning scout or messenger in Hawaiian, reflects its significance as the first known visitor from outside our solar system. Measuring about 400 meters in length and only about 40 meters wide, Oumuamua's elongated cigar-like shape is unusual for objects in space. It was thought to be a comet, which has no apparent coma clouds of gas and dust that characterize comets. Later, it would be referred to as an asteroid, but its orbit and acceleration did not exactly fit the definition for this type of body either. Oumuamua showed small, anomalous accelerations away from the sun, giving researchers fodder for speculation over outgassing or pressure from solar radiation. Adding to the mystery, its strange shape and non-gravitational motion made some scientists hypothesize that it could be an artificial object, like a solar sail, from an extraterrestrial civilization. This speculation ignited a storm of debate in the scientific community. Despite numerous observations with telescopes across the globe, the exact nature of Oumuamua, including its composition and origin, is unknown. It is now moving away from our solar system and cannot be observed. Number 2. The detection of phosphine on Venus. Detection of phosphine was announced in the press in September 2020, with great interest from both the scientific community and general public, as this detection could potentially raise questions about life beyond Earth. It is a gas which is composed of phosphorus and hydrogen. It is a biosignature because on Earth it is primarily associated with biological activity. It was discovered in the cloudy layers of Venus by an international team of scientists using the James Clerk Maxwell telescope in Hawaii, and later confirmed using the Atacama Large Millimeter Array in Chile. Observations revealed phosphine at an estimated concentration of 20 parts per billion in the temperate, high-altitude clouds of Venus, which might contain water in liquid state with its respective temperatures and pressures. It was a surprising finding because most people know that conditions on Venus are quite extreme, with the surface temperature being roughly 470 degrees Celsius and sulfuric acid clouds. This cannot be accounted for by any known non-biological processes, such as volcanic activity, lightning, or meteor impacts, and therefore scientists hypothesize that it may be an indication of unknown chemical processes, or even microbial life in the upper atmosphere of Venus. Number 3. The beam of energy from Proxima Centauri. The Proxima Centauri beam of energy is a controversial radio signal that in April 2019, Breakthrough Listen identified as part of its scientific search program for extraterrestrial intelligence. The signal reportedly originated from Proxima Centauri, the star closest to the solar system with a distance of 4.24 light-years. This was a narrowband radio wave at 982 megahertz, a frequency seldom used by man-made objects or satellites, the first Breakthrough Listen candidate. The signal was observed by the Parkes Observatory in Australia as it monitored Proxima Centauri, known to host at least 2 planets, a potentially habitable Earth-sized exoplanet in the star's habitable zone. What made BLC-1 interesting was that it had a very specific frequency and no obvious explanation on Earth or in the skies. Yet further study indicated that the signal was likely to be man-made, an interference from technology on Earth. There was no modulation, structured information present in the signal, which would have been more conclusive evidence of its extraterrestrial origin. Number 4. The Viking Mars landers 1976. NASA's Viking 1 and Viking 2 landers became the first to conduct experiments searching for life on Mars. Each of the landers carried 3 biological experiments designed to detect signs of microbial activity in the Martian soil. The results were intriguing and controversial, and have sparked decades of debate. The most significant findings were produced in the labeled release experiment. The experiment added a nutrient solution containing radio-labeled carbon to samples of Martian soil. If microbial life existed, microbes would metabolize the nutrients and release radioactive carbon dioxide. The surprising result was a large release of radio-labeled gas indicating metabolic activity. Results were immediate, reproducible, and similar to those observed in terrestrial soils with microbes. However, the experiment GCMS did not find detectable organics in the soil. This would lead many scientists to conclude that the LR result was due to non-biological chemical reactions resulting from the highly reactive oxidizing compounds in Martian soil, such as perchlorates. Number 5. The Hudson Valley UFO wave. The Hudson Valley UFO wave is the name given to a wave of unidentified flying objects reportedly seen in the Hudson Valley area of New York from the late 1970s to early 1990s, with the majority falling between 1982 and 1986. Thousands of witnesses, including police officers, pilots, and regular citizens, said they saw massive, silent, V-shaped or boomerang-shaped craft sporting bright, multicolored lights. The most famous case was on March 24, 1983, when more than 300 people saw a large craft with bright lights fly slowly and silently over the Taconic Parkway. Witnesses described the object as big enough to block out the stars, with white, red, green, and blue lights moving in formation. Some described it as hovering or moving in an almost perceptibly deliberate manner. This wave was so important that it prompted investigations by local authorities, media outlets, and UFO researchers. A popular explanation emerged, suggesting that some sightings might have been caused by groups of ultralight aircraft flying in formation as a prank. However, many witnesses rejected this, citing the size, silence, and behavior of the craft as inconsistent with man-made aircraft. This has been one of the most documented and credible UFO waves in history, and it is still a topic of speculation on extraterrestrial activity and advanced technology. Number 6. Martian Fossils 1996, a team of NASA scientists, announced the discovery of ancient evidence of Martian life in a meteorite known as ALH 84001, found in Antarctica in 1984. The meteorite, believed to have originated from Mars around 4 billion years ago, was ejected from the planet by an impact event and eventually landed on Earth about 13,000 years ago. The team's research, published in Science, showed several features within the meteorite that they interpreted as possible signs of past microbial life. They discovered intriguing evidence of past biological activity on Mars, including the presence of carbonate globules, which are microscopic mineral formations that likely formed in water. Additionally, organic molecules, specifically polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, have been found, which are complex carbon compounds often linked to biological processes. Magnetite crystals, small magnetic particles similar to those produced by some Earth bacteria, have also been identified. Perhaps most compelling are the microfossil structures, which resemble small, worm-like forms similar to fossilized microorganisms, hinting at the possibility of ancient life on the Red Planet. Although these discoveries were hailed as the discovery of the century in the search for extraterrestrial life, they have since been vigorously debated. The features may be explained by chemical reactions or contamination on Earth, critics say. Despite the controversy over ALH 84001, the meteorite still remains one of the most investigated and has deeply influenced evidence of alien life. Number 7. The red tinge of Jupiter's moon. Europa alien microbes might be behind Europa's red tinge, suggested by NASA researchers in 2001. Though the surface is mostly ice, data shows it reflects infrared radiation in an odd manner. That suggests that something magnesium salts are binding it. But no one has been able to come up with the right combination of compounds to make sense of the data. Intriguingly, the infrared spectra of some earthly bacteria, those that thrive in extreme conditions, fits the data. Plus, some are red and brown in color, perhaps explaining the moon's ruddy complexion. Though bacteria might find it difficult to survive in the scant atmosphere and negative 170 degrees Celsius surface temperature of Europa, they might survive in the warmer liquid interior. Geological activity could then spew them out periodically to be flash frozen on the surface. So that's all for today. Stay connected with us for such informative and interesting video. Thanks for watching.